Good morning from Lalande. I have just got up. I'm going to go and get my cup of tea and see how everyone's getting on in the kitchen. But first, we are going over to Michael Petherick because when he went home from Lalande, he took the historic piece of wallpaper that we found behind newer wallpaper in one of the bedrooms that we've had to destroy in order to create the new Grand Salon. There is an original wallpaper behind. Oh, how exciting. Oh, it's actually a very, very beautiful wallpaper that used to be here. Come and have a look at this, Michael. It's super exciting. Oh, there was pink as well.
Oh, that's lovely. Oh, wow.
We want to keep as much of the history of the chateau as possible, so we've decided to put that paper into our new kitchen renovation. So Michael has taken it and he is painstakingly restoring it, digitizing it, and he's going to arrange the printing of it as well. This is how he's got on so far.
Well, hello everyone and welcome to the convent. This is Billy's convent from the channel The Pethericks. So I have been tasked by Stephanie and Philip to reproduce a wallpaper that was found at Lalande many years ago by Stephanie's father. Now, this is all there is left. This is going to be for the chateau's kitchen, which is currently being renovated. Now, it's in a very fragile state. It's actually a very thin paper. You can see light through it, and it's on a paper backing. And I think it's what they would call it a papier dominote, because you can see here, there's a join here, there's a join here, there's a join here, and there's a join here. So what they've done is they've printed these sheets individually, and then they've glued them onto a backing paper. This means this is very old, because this is before they could print onto rolls. So it could be late 18th century or very early 19th century. So let's first of all, we need to take some measurements. Let's have a look. So it's 48 centimeters wide, which is, if I get an old paper from here, this is an old paper that I've done. This has a piece missing from the side here, but this is also a 48 centimeter paper. So it's a very old, narrow width, because that's the width of modern wallpaper. So it's much narrower. So I've got to, first of all, work out what this has been applied to the paper with. If it's like an oil-based paint or a water-based paint, like a distemper. Because if it dissolves, we cannot steam this. We can't get it wet. First of all, we need to find out where the repeat is. So this flower alternates left and right up the paper. So it goes left, right, left, right. So it's a 50 centimeter repeat with a 48 centimeter width. Okay, so anything below here or above here we can test, because if it gets damaged it doesn't matter. Okay, here we go. This is a piece of wet tissue. Let's see what happens when we get it wet. You can see the pattern's completely dissolved. So the surface paint is gone. So if I steam this, the pattern will be gone and the pattern will be lost forever. So unfortunately, I'm going to now have to manually remove the back, because I'm going to have to press this, because it has to be scanned on a flatbed scanner. So that cannot be ironed flat with the backing on, because the backing has got different tension, it's different thickness paper. So let's turn it over and try and get the backing off. You see here, it's got individual pieces of backing paper, probably a hemp paper, flax, maybe. So I've got to do it the way the restorers would do it, and that is with a very sharp scalpel blade. I'll just try and get this part off. It's loose. There's no point in saving this backing paper. It will never get used again. It's glued there, so we can't get there. So this part's not attached, you see, so I can just rip it off. These parts will get off after, with a little bit of water gently. It really needs from here to here. So we're getting there. Ah, that part's loose. Look, we can get that off. It's coming off a little bit easier than I thought. These side bits might be different. Ah, here we go. We can take that part off from there, because that's not stuck. It's stuck here, but see, if I pull that now, you see there, it's going to pull the backing off of the front paper, so I'll have to cut it there and then just use it a little bit of water with a cotton bud on, because it's on the back of the paper, it won't damage the pattern on the front, so I can just gently wet that and actually pull off. So let's do that part as well. It's just so I can get it flat, you see. What I'll do is I'll press it from the back with an iron, and then I'll get it nice and flat. Then that way when it goes in the scanner, no bits of it will be lifted off the glass. It has to be completely flat so that you get a perfect scan. But because I'll scan this at 1200 dpi, that's 1200 pixels per inch, which is only that small, it's going to get incredible amounts of detail. So you'll be able to see literally as the roller that went over with the paint has lifted off, it leaves little splattered marks around the edges and stuff. So you have all the finest details. So actually the printed wallpaper will look like the original, just clean and flat. Right, so here we go. So I'll carry on with this and I'll see you in a bit.
It is so exciting. It is so much older than even we thought it was. We thought it probably dated from the late 19th century, but I really think now, looking at the structure of it, even the backing paper isn't a single roll. I think he's right. I think it must be late 18th, early 19th century. So how wonderful that he's going to be able to rescue it for us.
Oh, it's like the old days again. Just when we thought the destruction was over, the destruction starts again.
The men decided at pretty much the last minute that the arrière-cuisine actually did need the boarding replaced. So not necessarily replaced, but OSB, is that what it's called? Added to it so that we've got a better support for all the new cabinetry.
How is it going?
Yeah, just solved another mystery.
Another one?
Another one, yes. This one is boot room, which is actually on the boot room down the end of Natty's apartment. It's actually on the same lighting circuit as the area cuisine. It's a bit random because
No one saw that coming.
No, there's another 3 rooms in the middle. That's solved and that fits. I'm just going to dress all this in, make it look nice, put a new box there.
Yep.
And then it's going to be ready to close it back up again once all these cables are dressed in and connected.
And I think people should notice what you have done up here.
Yes.
We have a ceiling, or as Chris likes to call it, a lid.
Yes, there's a lid.
The lid is on.
The lid is on. It's all buttoned up underneath it. Thanks to you, I'm reminded that I was supposed to put a cold water feed in there.
It's in now, look
which
at
is
that.
in now, yeah. So you've got the cold water for your fridge.
And the electricity for the AC.
Yeah, all the lighting, those are lighting cables of Ben's, and yeah, it's all going now. I'm going to move that cold water in a moment.
Yeah.
And then I can finish that wall off and start boarding that one. It's all OSB lined everywhere, so you can hang as much porcelain on that as you want.
Yes. And you have a new member of the kitchen team.
Yeah, I mean he's got an entire kitchen of his own to do in there.
It's like a mini kitchen within a kitchen. How's it going, cuz?
I'm drinking the aircon.
Is it a Kango? No?
No, I'm going to use a Corbett.
Oh, I thought I'd learnt a special word to go through walls. Okay, you're corbeting it.
Coring it.
I hadn't learnt the special word.
A Corbett.
A corbett, okay. Good morning! And how are you?
Very good. How are you?
Excellent. Heading up for tea. It's empty. It's completely empty. A tragedy, yes. It's early in the morning.
I haven't had my tea yet.
Do you want me to make you one?
No, I'll come up in a minute.
I shall put the kettle on.
Okay.
Right, so what I'm going to do now is I've got all the paper off the back. Now, I've actually looked at this. It's a very old-fashioned handmade rag paper. So it's basically fibres of wool and flax and cotton. And what they do is they put it in like a tray with like a sieve, and they would mix it with water and put it through. And then you would get, that's how they used to make handmade paper. And this is what they've done here. So it's very old. You can tell that. But I'm a bit scared to actually soak the last bits of backing paper off with just water and a sponge, because it's going to put too much water. The best thing to do will be to put down some absorbent paper on the table, turn it over, and then very gently steam the back without actually doing any sort of mechanical movements which will damage the pattern on the front. So what we do is we just do it like that. Just try and get some of this off. And also the steam will help relax the paper a little bit so that it sort of dries flat. Okay. Here we go. Okay. And let that go into the front. Like, I don't think this is actually going to be possible at all. It's putting too much. Oh, we'll try it like that. I think it's making the paper too wet. But it is freeing up the paper. What has that done? The pattern's still there. Can you see the dirt that's coming out of it? It's terrifying. Okay. Luckily, we've got more of the pattern there. We only need really one repeat, but we might need little sections from another area if there's part of the pattern missing. Okay. Is that coming off? Yeah, it is. Yeah. There you go. So just a very light steam. Hopefully the paper underneath is soaking up any of the moisture. What I need is something absorbent, like a kitchen thing. So this should just relax the paper without actually getting it completely wet. Aha, I see. It's flattening out a bit. That's what we want. I might have to just leave these backing bits on. I don't think it'll affect the scan, but we need to get it flat. No, it does work. Aha, look at that.
Goose eggs.
You're joking.
Yeah. Feel how heavy they are. Ben brought them because he has all sorts of farm animals and he gave them to me. So I'm going to do a really elaborate dish
With goose eggs.
With
Do you know,
goose
I
eggs.
don't think I've ever eaten one.
Really?
What is the elaborate dish you're going to make?
I don't know.
Okay, but it will be elaborate and it will have goose
Yeah, it
eggs.
might be a cake, I'm not sure. Something.
What a start to the day. Chausson aux pommes and goose eggs. We have lovely pastries because Philip's parents are actually staying with us at the moment and they brought the pastries.
So you're going out with your parents today, darling?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to stay here. Marie and I are going to run amok.
A mock?
Yeah.
What's that?
It's like a lap that you. No.
No, it's like when you go wild.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, I'm going to go to the supermarket. I won't go
Okay,
wild.
I'm going to run amok. Philip's father brought the curry ketchup from the Netherlands and we were all obsessed. We're just standing in the kitchen having little bits of ham.
I'm coming back for more.
Yeah. I don't know how healthy it's going to be for us, but especially the amounts we're eating it right now. That won't last the day.
If you look here, you can see the front of the wallpaper is really dirty. Look at all these dirty marks. So that's what we need to remove because that will show up in the scan and it will kind of ruin the pattern for us. We've got most of the backing paper off. There's a few little bits just there that we need to get off. But as you can see here, it's really dirty. There's lots of stains here, and that is obviously going to show on the front, on the pattern. So what we need to do is clean it very carefully. So what I've done here is I've got some warm water in the sink. You can see the water's already dirty where I've actually been cleaning the paper. So what I've done is I've got this microfiber cloth, and as you can see here, there's kitchen like paper towel underneath. So we're laying that over and we're just going to gently press. Hopefully that should dissolve the dirt, which will go through the paper and be absorbed by the paper towel. So if we take that off, you can see this stain is much less now. So let's carefully take it off. Carefully, very carefully, because this is handmade paper, like a laid paper, so it's actually quite strong even though it's very thin. Take that away. You can see a lot of the dirt has gone. Now the pattern doesn't look like it's very strong, but it's still there. And look, you can see all the stains are now on the paper towel. So what we're going to do is we're going to put some more paper towel underneath, lay it back down, try and absorb some more dirt, and just keep repeating the process until it's clean, and then hopefully we can dry it completely flat. And then that way, when we scan it, there'll be no dirty marks. It will just be the beautiful, soft blue And it looks like a very sort of off-white, slightly cream colour. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so we're taking the paper back. Look at all the stains that have come out. And not just that, it goes right the way through. Absolutely filthy. So we've got most of the dirt out. You can see it's looking much brighter, much cleaner. And as it dries, it'll look much fresher. And these beige parts will turn back to white because that's the colour of the paper underneath. And we've managed to preserve pretty much all of the pattern. And it's funny because if you look here, there's not just one colour. There's a white, there's a sort of off-white cream, there's a slightly darker colour here, like more of a darker grey blue, and then there's a very light blue. So actually there's 4 colours in this paper. So it's a lot more detailed than it looks.
I just saw what you brought.
I'm just a delivery driver.
I just walked downstairs. I was like, oh my goodness. It's the one that I made with Michael.
It needs a new cushion, I've been told to tell you.
Okay.
For the pink bit.
No problem. I'll get a cushion. Oh my goodness, Galahad,
He was
what
already
did I
excited.
do? I know, Galahad, it's for you, my darling. It's for you, darling. Yes, it is. Isn't it marvellous? Okay, let's get a cushion. Let's get him set up. Oh, it's majestic. I can't believe Michael's giving it to me.
I'm just the driver.
Oh no, he's an angel. Since TT passed, he said that he thought it would be the perfect size for Galahad. It is. I think this is going to work very, very well indeed.
Sorry for my bad camera skills, everybody.
You're majestic in all things, Andrew.
Isn't he gorgeous?
It's going to be so snug in there. He loves it. He's taken it up. He went in himself with his other toy.
Oh.
That's it. Huge success.
Not much to make him look butcher, though, is it, really?
Look. Why would you want your men looking butch? This is not something
You tell me.
It's so cute. It's so cute. It's perfect.
It's perfect for the Prince of Lalande, isn't it?
Absolutely.
In fact, the more we close the curtains, the more he's going to like it.
Like his
Isn't it good? Yeah, that's it. He likes being under things, you know, and hidden away. It's so similar to the Liala Polonaise
I remember
upstairs.
when Michael actually made it. He was going to
Yeah, it's so. And do you remember it? I mean, can you see? It's practically our kitchen colours.
Is it going
We've done it again.
Is it going into the kitchen?
No.
No.
No!
Dance the light is. And probably our bedroom in the meantime.
Yeah.
Yes, darling.
Oh, you
Well, what a
loved
huge
it.
success.
Yeah.
I've gone up and come back down.
Yeah,
just from
because
this
Andrew dropped Michael off.
Oh, wow.
So he took Michael and the wallpaper and brought the bed back. Thank you so much,
It's
Andrew.
just delivery services now to the north of
You at
France.
least get to stay in the chateau.
Yes.
Oh, good.
Okay, so I've transferred the paper away from the sink and I'm now allowing it to dry with some paper towel underneath. If you just want to see here, this is how much dirt came out. Just that small, like one piece of paper. All this is all the paper towel, how filthy it is compared to the white sink. So it really did need a deep clean, and thankfully it hasn't damaged any of the pattern. And if you look over here, it's now starting to dry out naturally, and you can see the beautiful pattern is all of a sudden revealed in all of its beautiful details. Now there are still some stains here. Wherever it was on the wall originally, somebody has dropped some white paint, obviously while they were maybe painting a ceiling. So that won't come out, and I won't try and remove that. What I'll do is just digitally remove that. And I could probably digitally remove those stains as well, but it'd be nice to get them out. You can see there's another bit of paint there, but we can get rid of that in Photoshop. But look how beautiful that is. And you've got a full repeat here. So this flower here is not the same as this flower. This flower here is slightly offset, and then it goes back to this flower. So I'll use the bottom part of this pattern, the top part of this pattern, which will go to the top part of that pattern. We do have some losses. There's a little piece missing here, but we do have more of this paper, the rest of it, so I can scan just a specific piece and then digitally bring that in to repair the lost bits. And I'll do the same for where there's splotches of paint. It almost looks like fabric. It's amazing. It's going to look amazing in Stephanie's kitchen. I can't wait to see it. So there you have it. Back to Stephanie.
It's A disco, B, a ceiling, and look, a wall going up.
And is this kitchen colour?
Pretty much. Look, it's fairly similar. Looking good, Chris.
Yeah, I'll be ready. Just got to get the energy going for music. I'll be there. Just keep it going up. Energise the body.
We've got lots of things arriving for the kitchen. I need to open all that and make sure it's the right things that are being delivered. But first, the garden. Taurus and Atena are here. Hello, hello. Time for the sniff.
Oh, sniff, sniff, sniff. Oh, yes, okay. Right, and now he's going to start barking.
And there we go, right on cue. He barks so rarely. How's it going, Pavlina?
Yes, everything's great. Taking the things out to move them to another place and put them in.
Wow, so what you're saying is that life in the garden of the chateau is the same as life inside the chateau.
Exactly.
We just move stuff from one place to another.
Perpetual movement, that's what we do, that's life. It's just perpetual change and movement. The goji berries that are in the corner there, they're just grown too much. And all the things that are under them or behind them, they just completely... hidden.
Oh, that's the sage. Oh my goodness, look at the sage.
Yeah, it's huge.
Marie?
Doing really well.
Ravioli?
That's amazing.
Really big one.
No, that's so good. Okay, now we're all just eating sage.
Really nice.
Definitely, we can just buy the ravioli and confit and do a butter sauce with crispy sage in it.
Yeah.
Whoa!
These, which I used this for weekend for the Easter.
So I cannot describe how much it's changed. There definitely wasn't chard taking over when I last came in
Got
here.
lots of jarred.
Day of the Triffids in here.
We've got radishes here, rocket, and
And a mushroom.
yes, one more.
Make room for the mushroom. So are your flowers going well, your seedlings?
Well, yeah, that's snapdragon here, all of that. Josephina,
Lovely.
that's Pavlina actually. We've got mint here, apple mint, which is going into the ground soon.
Wonderful.
We've got nasturtium for
You use that a lot,
planting
don't you?
outside. Yeah, we've got micro herbs, which we'll sow probably every week moving forward because they're so quick. They take about
Baby courgette starting.
yes.
They'll be taking over soon.
This is more on the leans area, so there's a bit more vegetables. There's basil.
That basil's coming along really well. I love the hat on our man.
Yes, yeah, exactly. And we have more seeds to sow now. So once I've managed to plant all of these things out, we'll sow these babies here. All sorts of rainbow Cosmo colours. They are so beautiful.
So stunning.
Nigella.
Nigella, you know, I think that's both of us love that so
Yeah.
much.
Now, something about this paper that is very, very interesting is you can see this is where one of the joins in the pattern was, in the paper. So there's a join here. There's a join here. There was also a join here. And there was also another join all the way up. So this paper was constructed from individual sheets of handmade paper, which means when this was made, rolls of wallpaper such as this didn't exist. So what they had to do is they had to make one square and then join it with glue to another square and then join it again to another square and join it again to another square to make a roll which they would then print on. And we know that it was printed after they were glued together because underneath here there's no pattern. So it was printed after it was glued together. So that means it's a very, very, very old paper. Probably one of the very earliest wallpapers that were ever made. So we might have something that's got some real historical significance here. Now, obviously, this pattern will no longer exist. The blocks maybe are lost forever, and we don't know who made it, don't know when. Maybe we can date it, but we know that it's a very, very early paper. So, yeah, you can see there, look, that's a join there in the paper, and it was printed over the join. So it's amazing. So it's absolutely worth saving. And this is probably the last piece, the last repeat.
Looks superb, Marie. Oh,
It's a tomato-based beef stew.
the microgreens from the garden. Well, I'm off to bed now, and I think I am going to be dreaming about that wallpaper. Michael is doing the most incredible job, and I can't wait to see it when it's digitized and when it's on the wall of the kitchen. But wow, what a man. I'm loving every second of this wallpaper restoration.